Morning. We're just leaving Marrakech now, and we're heading for Casablanca.
Exit the roundabout onto Marrakech Highway.
We're not in much of a rush
Continue
today.
on Marrakech Highway for 14 kilometres.
Casablanca is more of a car park. There's no services on there. We figure we're going to need 2 nights to get it to work, so it's just a gentle drive across. It should be motorway all the way there, nice and easy. Just coming up to, because it's motorway, we get the tolls on here. Takes all sorts, Christine. Takes all sorts.
Let's take a ticket. It'll be the top one.
Ticket. Okay.
Yeah, top one.
Let's get this ticket. There we go. Just like the péage in France, there are some where you the short ones you pay as you're going on, so, and that has to be cash, and if you don't want to give them a tip, then you need the right money, because they don't give the change, do they?
Nope.
No. We've actually found the best way of going about to try and get change all the time for tipping is to always ask, do you do change? And if they don't, then give them the right money, and if they do, you're getting change back. But the roads, these motorways, are fantastic, absolutely brilliant. They're all quite new, really, I would say, in the last, I don't know, 8-10 years or so. I think they've been, the infrastructure that are putting in place in Morocco is brilliant. Are the bad roads? Yes. Good roads? Yes. It takes time to do that, but I think as a country what they're trying to do is to float their money, which means we'll be able to probably get it before you come to the country. Hoping that the country can do better, improve its economy, and I must admit it seems better.
So they improved with the roads, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean with the roads, makes it faster to get between places. Internet's a bit strange here, we've noticed. I mean, we're on Inwi, which is one of the local internet companies. That's who we got our SIM card with. We got a fantastic deal when we came over. When we were looking to come in, they were charging somewhere in the region of £1 per gigabyte. Now we use a lot when we're doing these videos, an awful lot, being as we do videos every day. So it would have cost us an absolute fortune. But when we came in the country and we were talking to the people at the ferry place, Inwi themselves, not just a random person selling dodgy SIM cards, we spoke to Inwi themselves. They had a special deal on 50 quid, unlimited internet.
For a month.
For 1 month.
And calls, but not England calls.
And calls, we can't call England, so that became a bit pointless. But for the internet, that saved us an absolute fortune. That is cheap, really, for the amount that we use.
But we use it for everything else as well, haven't we? So we needed the internet.
Yeah, we use it quite a lot, so it helps with all sorts of things. Translations, all sorts of things. We downloaded all our maps before we came, so that wasn't really an issue. But for other things,
shop, though, we'd have to pay full price, wouldn't we?
yeah. So we're we're quite happy about that. That worked out really well. We've got left now at Casablanca, which we'll be more looking at tomorrow. Casablanca has the only mosque that you're allowed to go into. So I think you call it the Hassan the Second or something. Hassan the Fifth, something like that. We're not really sure. We'll be looking at that tomorrow. A few other things in Casablanca. Then it's up the coast. It's only an hour or so's drive, I think, to the capital. The capital of Morocco is Rabat. If you didn't know. Not how Mr. and Mrs. Naive thought it was before we came to Morocco, and we had Marrakech as the capital, or Tangier, or even Casablanca, but we never thought it was Rabat. Anyway, there for future days. So Rabat could be an overnight stay, or could be an in and an out. There's only really one place to park in Rabat. It's a car park in the centre. There's only 20 spaces, so it's all going to depend on, are we lucky enough to get a space, and if we're not, then we probably won't be staying, we'll be moving on. There's a winery that we may visit to do an overnight stop. That's free, I think. However, at the visit of the winery, I think you get a chance to have a look round, and they kind of expect you to buy some wine. So
if it's open.
It's open. So that's what we'll probably do. It's about €6 or €7, which will be about 60 to 70 dirham. But yeah, just a steady drive now. So today's video is probably only going to be a short one. I'll put the campsite on where we're staying. Anything else that we look at. But it's now, what time is it now? It's quarter to 12 now, so we've only just left the campsite in Marrakech. Whereas before we'd been getting up early and moving on and driving vast distances. Just a leisurely drive now. I think it's more heavily populated on this western side. This is where all the cities are. We'll see how we get on. I must admit, this part of Morocco is very flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we come out of Marrakech and it's just been pretty much flat. There's a few hills in the distance. But these motorways are fantastic. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they are quite new.
No holes.
Pardon?
No holes.
No holes, no.
No
I
holes.
think top speed on here is about 80, isn't it?
It's 120, yeah, it's about 80.
About 80 mile an hour. I think it's top speed you're allowed on here. You don't get masses of traffic on it. Although the cities and the towns are just unbelievably busy. I mean, yesterday there was a fella on a moped, and he got a patio dining set, which was 4 chairs and a big table that you can sit 4 people at. And I think Christy's got a photo of it, riding his bike through a busy city centre. It was just comical, wasn't it? So it's quite mad. Plus you get them sometimes going the wrong way up the dual carriageways and motorways. Well, I must have, we both of us like Morocco. We do like it. It is hard work walking through the souks, the
get
It's like
lost.
a bloody motorway with the bikes that are riding up and down it. Easy to get lost in there. But it is hard work. It's tiring, isn't it? Very tiring.
Let's go.
And you have to watch what you're doing. Although you don't see it on the video, with the snake charmers, when we got to the part where that was, they con you in. So in other words, what you're supposed to do really is sort your price out first. But what they do is they come along, put the snake around Christine's neck, which she don't like snakes anyway. So she did everything she was told, which was pretty much come over here and kneel down. So we was already hooked and in. Then what they did was I had the snake around my neck as well, and I was holding his head. Head. And then he took Christine's phone and then did a short video with it and some photographs, which is fantastic, which is what we wanted. However, we didn't negotiate first, and he insisted that we were going to give him a lot less than what he wanted, and he wanted 500 dirham.
50.
Eh?
We're going to give him 50.
Yeah, he wanted 500. We said no, we was going to give him 50. We had a lot of backwards and forwards on it, on thing like he was shouting a bit, wasn't he? And some other ones got involved as well. And I said no, I'm not paying it. It's 100. And he said no, it's 500. We said no, 100. Pretty much walk away. We just turn around and start to walk away. I think a tenner for a photo and a video in a country where things are a lot cheaper anyway is more than enough.
Was that
We'll-
8 quid loads?
Yeah, it works out, to be fair, it works out about 8 quid. So we felt it was worth it for that. I mean, we work him out at 10 dirham to the pound, but actually it's better than that. So in the scheme of it, it works out about 8 quid.
I was looking online, we got it for 12 different.
So we were looking at online and what people have paid and everything, and 'cause it's a bit of a scam. And a lot of people that have paid 400 and 500 dirham for that, and they've been intimidated by him to the fact that even if they hadn't had the money, they've paid him in euros and all sorts, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it looks like for us we paid them less than what anybody else we could find.
Yeah.
But there was no way I was paying that for it. So it's just their way of negotiating or whatever.
But you stood your ground.
I stood my ground, I wasn't paying it. I wasn't going to be ripped off as such. The one thing that I think we might have paid over the odds for, however, we were happy to do it because we felt it was worth it, was the tagine that we bought. We probably could have picked one up a lot cheaper.
Well, you had them cheaper, didn't you?
Yeah, and he did have them a hell of a lot cheaper.
The work's nice.
But the one we bought is, they weren't just from a shop. That person, he actually makes them, doesn't he, in the back. And apart from that, he knew all about them. So he asked like questions about, were you cooking on gas or electric? Were you putting it in the oven or putting it on the hob? How many people did you want to feed with it? So he was doing things like that. So we got the right tagine for us, and then on top of that, you can have glazed and unglazed. And I asked him which is best, and it's just a personal preference, but he said that in his house he uses a glazed one. So that's what we took, wasn't it? We picked one which has got a good design on it, that'll do more than just for the two of us. It will do for 4 people. and that was we paid 120 quid. We paid 120.
It's about 10 of that.
Yeah, it works out about a tenner. The cheapest ones we could get, see on Amazon, were about 20 quid. They were nowhere near as good. We felt that buying it from him and his knowledge and all the other bits and pieces about it, we felt, I just didn't want to barter with him. I thought it was worth the money.
But he had him at 60, didn't he? Which is about 5.
Yeah.
But the same as buying in England, but it's something different.
Yeah.
But it's something got more
So
different
this
as well.
has got more of a Moroccan pattern on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's not the tall one, it's the small one from the oven.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
I like it. We didn't get ripped off and chose to pay time, didn't we?
Yeah. And on the whole, the people are really friendly and nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most of them are really friendly. When you're filling up, I mean, they filled your tank for you, and we were just filling up here, and you say, you know, do you speak English? And they say, like, no, French. So I say, no French. And then, but you're still having a bit of banter with them, aren't you? And a laugh.
Where are you from? Man United?
Yeah, they used to say whereabouts, say Manchester, because Bolton's neither here nor there. And they always say, what always comes back is United or City. And say neither, Sheffield Wednesday. And then he was telling us, and I've forgotten what they called him now, but he was from Marrakech. And he was telling me what, like if you're from Manchester, you're a Mancunian, that kind of thing. If you're from Liverpool, you're a Scouser. From London, you're a Cockney. He was telling me what they're called from Marrakech, but I can't remember what it is now. It's something like Marrakech. And then there was another fella who was filling up on the other side, and he was from Fez, and he's called something like Feza on the thing. So just told him that, you know, Manchester is Mancunian. But they were good. It was good. You can have a bit of banter with them and a bit of laugh. And then when we was paying it, we wanted to pay by card. So they had got a card machine there, which was a good thing. And he knocked some off. He rounded it off, bringing the price down. So he brought the price down by about £1.40, didn't he? From what we were doing. We were only putting 70 in, weren't we? About 7 to fill it. He knocked £1.40 off, and then we gave him a £2 tip for, you know, as you give them tips anyway. Just seemed right thing to do. Fuel's a lot cheaper already, but yeah. We're trying to work it now, so when we come out of Morocco, the Moroccan money is no good to us. You can't really change it back. Your exchange rate for it's going to be next to nothing. It becomes quite difficult, doesn't it? So we need to kind of run out of money. So I'm trying to time it so we run out of money, but still have enough to get to the thing. We were thinking that we might have to cash another about 50, 100 quid to get the fuel. Well, because we've filled up on my card, that's given us a little bit more money in our pocket, hasn't it? The most expensive stop for us is actually, is Rabat. That's 140 a night. Oh no, sorry, it's Tangier, which is 200, which is the equivalent of 20 quid a night. Well, in Europe, we're a lot more than that anyway. So it's still cheap compared to Europe, but expensive compared to Morocco. We've averaged about, I think the cheapest we've paid has been 6 quid. And 6 quid was, well, it's not even that, it's about 5, doesn't it? So it worked out at about a £5 really when you change the money properly. And for that £5 we got secure parking, water, electric, shower, toilet, although it left a lot to be desired, as in there was only one shower and it was in the ladies. We're alright, man. But considering you were paying next to nothing, it were alright. It weren't the nicest place or anything. The view was great, but it were alright. It didn't bother us, did it? At the end of the day, for a shower, we're used to some of these places not being fantastic, aren't we?
Yeah,
even in Europe, some of them are awful. Yeah. So all we do is we have Crocs. So we go to the shower, and if we can get hot water out, it's what we pretty much want, or at least warm water. We're happy with that. We've had that everywhere we've gone, haven't we?
Yeah.
And you just keep your Crocs on all the time, so you're not standing in it. It's just the water that's hitting you. And then we have a shower, get dry, and then go back to the mat. So, you know, it's not that bad. You just have to. Some people get really bothered by it all, don't they? We never use the toilets there on the campsite.
No.
We use our own and then just go and empty it. And you keep your own toilet clean. It's just easy to empty it. We never put, the one thing that we don't do is we never ever put paper down the toilet. We have a bin in the toilet, and we put that into the bin, don't we, like a bag, and then we bag it as rubbish, and we do that, which makes it easier for emptying the toilet. We never ever use blue loo or the pink stuff for the water. We don't put anything in it at all, do we? All we use is ordinary water, and that's about it. But it's been great. There's an awful lot of people here that spend months, don't they? I was talking to an English fellow that lives in Portugal, and he comes here for 3 months in the winter, which is cheaper than living in Portugal. And he comes and goes further south, past Agadir, spends 3 months on a beach there, on a campsite, and then goes home. Well, if you're only paying 7 or 8 quid a night, you're getting your electric and everything, your water's usually thrown in. I mean, what we've done is we buy big bottles, 5 litre bottles, we've got several of them, of clean drinking water, and we use that for cooking and drinking, don't we?
Yeah.
The tank we didn't want to use or to contaminate our fresh water tank, as daft as it sounds. So as soon as we came, just before we came over to Morocco, we ripped it. We came over here and we've only used it for flushing the toilet, haven't we? That's all we've used. We've not used it for anything else. We've used fresh bottled water for everything. So now that tank will have lasted us pretty much all our time in Morocco. When we get on the other side, we'll dump the water that's in it, give it a quick flush through, and then refill with fresh water. And we should be alright, to be fair. Alright, that water's been sat in the tank for a couple of weeks, but it's moving all the time. And that's the key about stagnant water, is it's not moving. So we're quite happy with that, aren't we?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
quite pleased with that. Although water was a bit dearer than what we thought it was going to be, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's about £1. Well, it's about 80p, isn't it?
Yeah, about, well, saying that,
It's not that big, is
say
it?
about 80 or 90p when you convert it properly
5
for
litres.
5 litres.
No,
Well,
it's not bad.
I suppose it's not that bad.
No.
And I think we've got enough to last us now, haven't we? We average about maybe 6 or 7 litres a day, don't we?
Yeah.
In water that we're drinking and cooking with. We use the sinks that are on site to wash our pans and pots. You can drink the water from the taps here, but sometimes it's got a bit of not a nice smell to it, hasn't it? And I reckon
Don't drink it, it's not worth it.
it can have a not particularly nice taste to it.
Nah, it's not worth it.
But it's supposed to be clean. It's good enough for washing your pots and things, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll do same in Turkey as well.
I'd definitely come back to Morocco. It's a place I would definitely come back to. Not like Egypt. Marrakech, people were a bit more in your face than what they were in Fez or anywhere else. But
Yeah. Alright.
at the end of the day, at least here in Morocco, you say no. They might ask you again, but you just say no and ignore them. And on the whole, they leave you alone. Whereas in Egypt, they just wouldn't leave you alone at all. You couldn't look at anything. But whether you're in Egypt or Morocco, there's something that they always say to you, and that is, come and look in my shop, it's free. Free to look in my shop, come and look. They all say that, don't they? Funny thing is, it's free to look in any shop. But the idea is to get you in and get you looking at their stuff, and when you show an interest in something, they do try. Even if they haven't got exactly what you're looking for, they'll try and flog you an alternative, won't they? But yeah, it's been really, really good. Really good. We're on the last sort of leg part of it now.
Last 3 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. It is, like I say, it is tiring, but it's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think I'd recommend to Paul to come here with his van. No problem with that. And if he wanted to go and sit on the beach somewhere and do nothing, I'd recommend that as well. Because you can get down just past Agadir or around that area. They're right on the beach. You can park right on the beach for 7 or 8 quid a night. Do yourself a week, 10 days, lazing around in the sun. It's not a problem at all, is it? It's good. We just called at Carrefour for a few bits and pieces, plus we know we can pay for that by card in there as long as it's a hypermarket, which helps. So just picked a few bits from there, so it's all less chance of having to go and change some money again. And we are in Casablanca now. Just trying to work our way through to where we're stopping. It is really busy round here, and the driving has deteriorated, not by Christine, but by the locals, to just mad.
In 400 meters, slide left.
Crazy. Just keep following this. It's Ponte Asbari.
It's a bridge.
Keep going on.
Take the next left.
Yeah, there is no left.
Ah, there is.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, that is
Straight
yours. Straight up there.
In 600 meters, slide left onto Boulevard HH27.
So, yeah, well done. over the city. I think we're somewhere near the coast, where the car park is that we're stopping in.
Take the next left onto Boulevard HH27.
So this is going to be a bit of a bend to the left.
Continue on Boulevard HH27 for 1.5 kilometers.
Yeah, bend. So this is Casablanca. I must admit, the people we've met so far, really, really friendly. Really friendly. We got to the checkout in Carrefour, and the girl on the till, I said, she must have heard us talking, me and Christine, and I said, bonjour, and she turned around and she said, I don't like French.
I like English.
And I like English. So, I said, all right then. So we started talking, and her English was really, really good. And I said, I don't like that. I said, I don't like the French. And she laughed and said, neither do I. So that was quite funny. We did ask if we could buy beer there, but because it's Ramadan, it's shut till the end of the month, so we can't sell the alcohol. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, we'll be in Spain within a week.
Less than a week.
So we can get some there.
Normal though, isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to do something when we get to Spain that we've not done before. We think. So we're going to have a bit of a week's rest. We normally look for somewhere quiet, but we're actually going to go somewhere a bit lively, go out and have a few nights out and maybe a bit of a dance and that kind of thing. So not the place we would normally go for, but we'll see. We'll see. But we think there's a bit of a water shortage. Going straight on to easy water. Got a left turn coming up on here.
In 300 meters, turn left onto Avenue Mohammed Tayeb Nasiri.
No road.
No road, more like it.
Call it. You're making a left turn here.
Turn left onto Avenue Mohammed Tayeb Nasiri.
I must admit, I mean, Morocco is very spacious when you're away from the cities, but the cities are densely populated. It's like most of the country. It's not like they're spread out. It's very much in your face, isn't it? No, English.
bits, but you can't see what they are. It's just
Yeah.
go.
It's just to go for it, isn't it?
And it's just to go for it.
Watch the moss.
I know.
When you get the chance, you'll have to block them on the thing. So go, go, go. Stop, stop, stop.
In 600 meters, turn right.
That's it. There's a taxi coming around here inside. Well done. This is how crazy it is. It's just mental. Absolutely mental. That bends round to the right. 450 metres, you've got to turn right. So it's got a bit of a kick left. That's it. And then not yet. Not yet.
Take the next right.
Not this one.
This one.
This one.
Looks like more of a major one. Just that's,
Behind the curve.
just this there.
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
Full nose Volvo. Oh, he's had a bit of a bump there.
Most cars are here.
Yeah, most cars have had a little bit, yeah, are a bit worse than wear. Straight on the roundabout. This bike is pretty close to your mirrors. That's it.
Believe me. That don't end that first thing.
At 800 metres, you're going to turn left, according to this. Although I'm not sure whether it's just going to keep going. It's like a little bit of a tiny dog leg straight on this bit. No, thank you. Ça va. saw in Marrakech there was 2 people sat on the floor. It was a woman, and then there was a fella. He was laid down with his head on her lap, and he got one of his legs showing, all bandaged up, and as if there was blood all coming out of it. And he got no, like a club foot type thing, and
Begging.
yeah, they were begging. Well, actually, when you look closely, it wasn't a real foot at all. His real leg was hidden in the trouser
In
leg of
300
his other
meters,
one,
turn left.
which I thought was quite comical, actually. I mean, I had to look twice. Yeah, you're going to keep sort of left up here.
Turn left.
Here. Yeah. Well, you have to go past these. That's it. And then down there. Down there.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Route Sidi Al Qadir.
Then turn right to the bottom of here.
Turn right onto Route Sidi Al Qadir.
Right here. Yeah, he's indicated to come the road, so you've got to turn down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ready? Ready? Go. That's it.
Continue on Route Sidi Al Qadir for 1 kilometer.
Pardon?
3 tyre shops in one in a row.
Oh, yeah. The bikes, I think these are all bike shops up here. You got that in Marrakech, didn't you? Like
Yeah, you did.
loads and loads of bike shops. So they're all here, look, getting them repaired, tyres and stuff like that, and assembling them.
This one?
Yeah, straight onto the.
It's not this one.
No, you go straight on. Straight on, and then you get to the roundabout at the bottom and you turn left. Right.
Well, you can turn your right back first, I think you'd right.
It's a roundabout at the bottom, and then you're going to turn left.
In 300 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Boulevard Abdul Hadi Boutaleib, R320.
Like a left turn. So via these lights.
These lights. Oh, it is a red.
Yeah.
Stop.
You have to stop well back from the lights as well, otherwise you can't see them properly. No, thank you. No, thank you. No.
No.
No. No. No.
Watch the front.
No.
Put your window up.
No.
Put your window
What?
up. Put your window up.
No. 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 Fuck off. Walk round now to Bug Christie. There's a clock on the thing that counts out before it goes to green. I can't, but I'm looking at it thinking it'll never change.
She's gone now. Wind around again.
God, dear me. She even had her hand inside the car. Oh man, she's trying to. Doesn't matter where we've gone in the world. The beggars are always selling tissues, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what they sell. Just the packs with about 10 in them. Then
Small
we've
ones.
had it everywhere. Mexico, here, Egypt. When we got to a third world country, that's what they seem to sell, isn't it?
Yeah.
These little packs of tissues. Same as what we get in the UK. And they don't usually bother you like that. Oh God, dear, she won't let it go at all, was she? Yeah.
She's the old British money, money, money.
Speed bump. Even though the speed bumps are coloured like that, or most of them are, like this one. Even though the speed bumps are coloured, most of them are, Christine never ever sees them. And you have to say speed bump or
In
speedy
400
bump.
meters, slide right toward Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane.
Because if you don't, she hits it at pace.
You're supposed to be able to hit them at the speed of the road.
Yeah. That doesn't mean to say that you have to hit them at 60.
Nobody's supposed to be able to.
We can hit them at 110 if you want.
Nobody's supposed to do it without wrecking your car.
Take the next right toward Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane, then
Yeah.
slide
See
right
ya.
onto Route de Sidi
Yeah.
Abdurrahmane.
Got that carried away in a conversation about speed bumps. We nearly missed the turn.
Take the next right onto Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane.
That's it.
So,
Look up.
yeah. Go.
Press it up.
In 200 meters, at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane.
Speed bump. And there's lots of speed bumps to keep the speed down.
Hundreds of them.
It's a riding school there.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
In 500 meters, continue straight to stay on Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane.
Getting a breeze now, so we must be near on the coast now. Yeah, I think we can see the sea.
All these solar panels.
Yeah. I wonder what they've got wrapped up. The vending things.
Looks like could be,
Yeah, like they're for vending, don't they? But what they're selling, I don't know.
No, certainly.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Great shape building. Down to the roundabout at the bottom, and then we're going to turn. Well, it's kind of a.
Right.
Continue straight to stay on Route de Sidi Abdurrahmane.
No, I would go. It doesn't tell you to do that, but I would go this way. And
In
then
50
go on the
meters, at the roundabout, take the first
I know-
exit
I
onto
know it
Boulevard
does
de
the same
l'Océan
thing, but
Atlantique.
Go.
In 400 meters, your destination will be on the right.
Okay. There.
Yeah, see them all.
You can see all the camper vans in front. I hope there's some space for us.
Better up there.
Steady. Speed bump. And then turn in here.
exit on the right.
Go on, go on. Turn around the back in there. And this is where we'll leave for the next night or two.
2 nights.
Can you watch your back or can you do it? Oh, look at that view of the sea.
Nice view. If we need a ticket, we'll bring
There
it
you
in.
go, see it. It's coming down. As long as you're nice and straight.
Well, we'll get some guide. And that's us. So you're just going to go and get our ticket, and then that's us for now.
This is where we're staying. I'm sure you saw that when we came in. It's just a car park, there's not much on it. It's only 50 dirham. I mean, a round up, we just round that up nice and easy, so that's a fiver. But in reality, it's probably about £4, isn't it? Really. Now, zebra crossings mean absolutely nothing. So, you've got to kind of take your life in your own hands to cross these roads. So you start to make your way, and then hopefully people will start to stop for you, and as they have. Anyway, negotiated that, and this is the view we've got, really. How beautiful is that? That is quite stunning, I must admit. Very impressed. Very impressed. We're going to have a little bit of a walk down towards town. We're really, it's about, what is it, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
20 past 3.
It's 20 past 3. We're not here to see anything in particular today. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to get up and make a bit of an effort in the morning. Come and do what we need to see. Stop tomorrow night, get an early night, get up early. Now, Rabat, which is the capital, there is only one parking place there the same. So a lot more expensive. So we're banking on the fact that people come in, do what they need to do, because there's nothing at all for electric or water or anything. It's very dear. I mean, 24 hours, we're saying very dear.
28.
In Moroccan terms, it's quite expensive, but in English terms, it's still cheap. But we're just going to have a bit of a walk, stretch our legs. Who knows?
Look up an appetite.
We might even have breakfast tomorrow at McDonald's, which is, I think, about 3/4 of the way into town. We're probably going to walk it, being as it's a nice seafront, but we'll see how we go on anyway. But beautiful at the minute. I thought Christine's driving into Casablanca was absolutely brilliant, to be fair. Brilliant. Did a good job of that. Yeah, I don't compliment her driving very often. I usually spend all my time criticising, but anyway. There's a bit of beach casting going on here. There's a couple of rods and that lot there. It's a fabulous beach. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually quite shocked. I knew it was on the coast, but it's a nice little walk in. It's beautiful. Yeah. Really, really beautiful. Not there again, not what I expected at all. As we just passed an exercise area, and there's a kids play area while we're walking along the front, and some kids buggies and bikes here, kids to play on. I think some of my kids are racing for it now.
Pretty cool.
So they're cool. Kiosks are shut, but I think they're shut because of Ramadan. You can't eat during the daylight.
Everything's supposed to be open as normal.
No.
You're supposed to shut early and open late.
Okay. Anyway, no. Well, I do surfing here. There's a surf school there. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful place. There's a little cafe underneath us, I think. Some people sat down there.
Yeah, there, yeah.
It's nice.
Lovely.
So, it's a West African coast. Beautiful. Not what I expected at all.
No. Beautiful sunset. gorgeous sunset.